As one of the great mentors to magicians, Dai Vernon once said, "In magic today and always, the effect is what counts." He probably didn't say it that way, but it's no wonder magic tricks have always been about the flair and pizzazz.
Let's change everything.
But some illusionists have undeniably taken their acts to a whole other level.
Oh my God.
Be spellbound as we count down the 9 most legendary modern magicians. What's up, Fanatics? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Stay tuned for our #1 pick, because that master of misdirection has been dubbed the most successful illusionist ever!
Allow me. Whoops! You weren't supposed to see how he did that trick.
Number 9, David Blaine. His piercing dark eyes alone can mesmerize even the toughest skeptics.
Name any card out loud. Say it out loud.
9 of diamonds.
9 of diamonds?
Yeah.
First or second? It's up to you.
Second.
You pull out the whole deck. And you said second, right?
That's correct.
So that's first. Show me the second card.
This Brooklyn-born and raised illusionist and endurance artist first gained a fair amount of fame thanks to his 1997 TV special, David Blaine Street Magic, where he brought close-up magic back to the unsuspecting masses and even played tricks with the minds of viewers at home, too.
I'll do it again. It might have been too quick. Try to see a card inside if you can. Did you see one? You think you did? Don't say it. Just hold it in your mind. I know this is not it, but visualize your card right here.
Since then, David has become known for his TV specials, which had him breaking world records by performing death-defying stunts, including being buried alive for 7 days underneath a water tank, being suspended over the River Thames in London inside a plexiglass box, surviving on water alone for 44 days.
This has been my own personal journey through 44 days of light and darkness.
And appearing on the Oprah Winfrey Show to break the record for longest breath hold through oxygen-assisted static apnea.
17 minutes, 3.
Heck, the dude even famously caught a bullet with his mouth. As to why he subjects himself to various forms of torture is anybody's guess. In September 2020, he performed his latest insane stunt, which involved floating on air while holding onto a cluster of 52 helium-filled balloons. Yes, like an extreme version of the movie Up.
Whew. Take your time, man. Nice and slow.
Yep.
Slow is fast.
The 3-hour digital special entitled Ascension, which was live-streamed on YouTube, showed Blaine successfully floating at an altitude of 24,900 feet above sea level before landing on safe ground without much as a scratch.
Is he there? Yes. Yeah, beautiful.
Keep watching, because there just seems to be no limit to our top illusionist, not even the skies. Number 8. Criss Angel. Not to be outdone in the genre of spooky street magicians is Christopher Nicholas Sarantakos, more popularly known as Criss Angel, who began his career as an illusionist in New York City restaurants at the tender age of 14. After finishing high school, Criss hit the road and started touring with other performers. He started becoming a household name thanks to his TV special, Mind Freak, which aired for a solid 5 years. Here he is floating in the middle of the desert and vanishing in midair. The show was later picked up by the World Underground Theater in Times Square and ran for more than 600 performances. Like David Blaine, Criss earned a name for himself not just for his incredible illusions, like teleporting from a moving car to a suspended cage, but also for his unbelievable feats of endurance, like the time he walked to the top of the Luxor Hotel in Vegas, blindfolded and without a harness. And just because he can, he also submerged himself in water for 24 hours straight in the middle of Times Square. His 2008 stage show, titled Believe, co-produced by Cirque du Soleil, also became the best-selling live magic show in the world, further cementing Chris's name as one of the most sought-after illusionists of our time. Number 7, Penn and Teller. Since the late 1970s, Penn Jillette and Raymond Teller have been entertaining audiences with their unique brand of comedy infused with a dash of magic.
The third rule of magic is you never let the audience see your secret preparation. They must not know what is hidden in which pocket.
In their comedy shtick, Penn usually serves as the raconteur, while Teller does not speak at all and communicates through mime. I told you, magic is all about the razzmatazz.
Comes right apart just like that, Monique. You can examine them all you want, and now he's linked them in 8 places right there, Monique. Hi, baby. It's a different trick.
Throughout the years, the tandem has had a number of successful TV shows under their belt, including Penn and Teller Tell a Lie and the CW's Penn and Teller Fool Us, where the two attempt to unravel how an illusionist pulled off his or her trick. If Penn and Teller fail to explain the trick, the illusionist wins.
I think we have
Number 6, Siegfried and Roy. It's a shame that people mostly remember this duo from the tragic incident in 2003 when a white tiger viciously attacked Roy Horn at their Las Vegas show.
At that point, Roy fell over the right front paw of Montecore on his back.
The German-American duo Siegfried and Roy gained international fame for their breathtaking performances featuring white lions and Bengal tigers. Their glamorous spectacle became so popular on the Vegas Strip that in May of 1987, Steve Wynn, owner of the Stardust Hotel and Casino, signed them to a $57.5 million 5-year residency. And in September of 1999, Siegfried and Roy were inducted into the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
They paved the way for these new shows, the Celine Dion's and the Lady Gaga's and everything else. They showed that you could charge a big buck for a show.
However, on October 3rd, 2003, on Roy Horn's birthday no less, tragedy struck when Horn's 7-year-old tiger named Montecore bit Horn's sleeve and neck and dragged the illusionist off stage, which permanently injured Horn. Despite what happened, Horn insisted he was not attacked by Montecore, but rather it was trying to save him after he suffered a stroke on stage.
Really firmly believe that Montecore saved your life?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that he saved your life because you think you were already having a stroke?
Yeah.
In April of 2020, Roy Horn passed away due to COVID-19. Less than a year later, in January of 2021, Siegfried died after succumbing to pancreatic cancer. Number 5, Darren Brown.
Gone. Put the glass down. Put the apple down. Okay. What's going on?
Oh yeah, he just made James Gordon actually eat a shard of glass and then somehow read his mind after.
It's Sydney. I think it's the city.
Shut up. That's ridiculous.
And when you were changing your mind, when I was getting you to change your mind, you had an image of a matchbox in your head briefly as well.
Yes, I did.
Then
Darren Brown is an English psychological illusionist and mentalist known to be the best mind manipulator in recent years. He began his career in 1992, but solidified his celebrity status in 2000 when he made his television debut with the show Darren Brown Mind Control.
Available for a short period of time, so all customers wishing to reach up and grab this exciting opportunity should do it now.
Fast forward to 2018 and he's scored not one, not two, but 3 Netflix specials. Some of Darren's more daring stunts include manipulating a man to fake assassinate actor Stephen Fry after months of hypnotically programming him.
Well done. Phew. Here we are. Oh. You're going to change your jacket. Thank you.
And making someone confess to a murder he didn't even commit.
Okay, this has gone far enough.
Right, I've done something.
I think I might. I think I killed.
Okay.
Darren often begins his performances by stating that everything is achieved through a mix of magic, psychology, misdirection, and plain old showmanship. Here he is turning a losing ticket into a winning one just by the power of suggestion.
Oh yeah, sorry, you have one, sorry.
Fantastic.
Good growth.
Number 4, Apollo Robbins. Some say Apollo Robbins is nothing more than a glorified pickpocket. In fact, he is widely known as the gentleman thief.
Back in a safe place.
Okay, that's usually how
Now,
I have it.
there is something here that you don't mind if I bring this out in public, do you? Yeah, I believe it's rather strange. It was a bit odd. Perhaps you picked that up down below. I'm just going to put it here somewhere where it's safe.
But it's hard not to appreciate his clever sleight of hand as a form of artistic deception. Forbes has even called him an artful manipulator of awareness.
That was a very fast process for a watch to do. Something that's slower that you can do is as I'm shaking someone's hand and I'm holding here, I can open their watch in a handshake.
In 2001, Apollo had an encounter with Jimmy Carter's Secret Service. In this now famous incident, Apollo successfully pickpocketed Carter's itinerary, the agent's badge, and the keys to the Carter motorcade. This publicity stunt led law enforcement groups and neuroscientists to consult him regarding his ultra-sly techniques.
I was shooting a special on security and watching out for pickpockets and those types of things. You have something inside of here. Do you have anything inside of there? Or anything down below? No. No?
It was also reported that the U.S. Defense is working with Robbins to teach military personnel about cognition and deception. I mean, if a top U.S. government agent is tapping you for training, that has to count for something, right?
I'm going to make you skip a frame, and it'll look like magic. Watch. Jack? In the box.
Number 3, Shin Lim. Canadian-born illusionist Shin Lim is arguably the finest magic act to come out of America's Got Talent. In 2018, Shin bested 50 other winners from all over the world with his sleight of hand performances. Hard to please judge Simon Cowell even proclaimed him as a $1 million act, and he basically left Ellen speechless when he appeared on her show.
Playing poker, right? And poker is the best hand's a 4 of a kind. That's what.
Right.
I have a 6.
Nuh-uh.
And you're gonna have a 6 as well. Yep. Wanda, lift up your top card.
See, this is why I don't like you. This is why I don't like you. Wow!
Shin used to be a pianist when he was younger, but when he was diagnosed with carpal tunnel syndrome at the age of 19, he took his hobby of doing magic tricks more seriously. With over 1 million subs on his YouTube channel to date, Shin is best known for his close-up card tricks that already had Penn and Teller fooled 3 times.
Whatever you want.
4.
Okay,
47.
47. Okay, great.
47.
Okay, I want you to just imagine 47 right over here, okay? As it changes. 47, but not only is it written in red, it's also crazily spelled out. 47.
Number 2, Dynamo. Part of the new breed of illusionists who perform tricks out in the open, British street magician Stephen Frayne, aka Dynamo, has been captivating audiences since 2002. Wait, did he just turn a receipt into cold cash? Teach me your ways, sensei! Like other street magicians, Dynamo uses minimum props and no assistance while performing his illusions. He is known to deliver close-up magic tricks to young people on the streets. His self-produced documentary series, Magician Impossible, which ran from 2011 to 2014, reached over 250 million viewers worldwide and was even nominated for the BAFTA multiple times. I guess anyone who attempts to walk over the River Thames and attracts hundreds of people deserves to be recognized by the British Academy.
Man walking on water.
Walking on the water.
Considered one of the world's highest-paid illusionists, Dynamo has scored major collabs with some of the biggest brands like Adidas, Samsung, and Mercedes-Benz. He even once levitated beside a London bus for a Pepsi campaign. Now that's an epic way to go sightseeing. Before we go to our number one pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app settings. Number 1, David Copperfield. In one of his most iconic tricks, he walked directly through a wall. But it's not just any wall, it's the Great Wall of China. He also once made the Statue of Liberty disappear right before our very eyes. Forbes once hailed David Copperfield as the most commercially successful magician in history. Can't argue with that, considering he's bagged 21 Emmy Awards, 11 Guinness World Records, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and even a knighthood from the French government.
Wow.
David's prolific career, which spans 4 decades and counting, has landed him on the highest-earning celebrities list, taking home $63 million on record in 2014 alone. Aside from the Great Wall of China and Statue of Liberty trick, he's also well known for his flying illusion. And his escape from Alcatraz act, where that involved getting out of a straitjacket, going through prison cell bars, and evading prison guards. He's become so successful that when he's not on stage casting a spell on audiences, he manages his chain of resort islands in the Bahamas. Alexa, teach me how to do magic. Stat!
Copperfield, away!
So, which of these masters of illusion impressed you the most? Let us know in the comment section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Want to know what happens when tricks go awry? Then check out our list of the 10 magic tricks that went horribly wrong. Till then, stay marvelous, Factnatics, and see you in the next video!